Hello everyone, today we're going to be playing Daylight, which it comes to us from Atlas, and this is going to be my scary game for the season. So let's just dive right in. Please, new save game. Yes, I'd love to save, thank you. It's so kind of you, thanks. Oh good, I love loading screens. So, the reason that the game coming to us from Atlas is very significant is because Atlas has been very hit or miss with me in their career. They have these very good games like Trauma Team and Odin Spear, but then they have these not as great games. Like, I didn't really like the Persona series, and this is probably important. They might not show this to me again. So flare, glow stick, sprinting, picking things up, throw, drop, climb, pick up again. There's throwing and then there's dropping, okay. Sprinting, that's the camera, that's the mini-map. Oh god, okay. Yes, go right ahead. So let's...
Good, you've arrived. Sarah, focus. We haven't much time at all. They've been busy, they certainly have. Use that machine in your hand to find your way. There's much to see, much to learn.
Where am I?
Why am I being
It's been
guided
some
by
time
Skeletor?
now. This place has been waiting for your arrival. Gather up everything you can. The memories contained within these walls are waiting to be found. Sarah, listen to me. You must succeed.
Oh no.
I think this is the least immersive GUI I've ever seen in my entire life.
Ah, Sarah, no matter where you go, there you are.
Leave me alone, I want to explore this place by myself, dude. Shut up. There's my sprint. Very nice. So yeah, it looks like we're exploring the back shed of a high school biology teacher. Good stuff. Wow, this is jerking around. There we go. Prisoner 52 seems to be experiencing visions of shadow people. Doctors on site keep trying conventional therapies, but I believe we need to start thinking about new procedures that push what we come up with to date. How old is this? Like, any time that they start talking about new therapies, I get very concerned as somebody who studies therapy. Anyway, up the stairs we go to this very innocent looking machine. This is probably nothing special. These are not very immersive controls at all. This is fun. Part of it's just the jerking around that the camera's doing. Like, you get used to it after a minute, but only, like, that minute's just enough to take you out. February 5th, 1907. Mid-Island Penitentiary has recently announced the name of its new head physician, Dr. Walter Mercer. Known as a leader in both smallpox and tuberculosis research, the city of New Kipling has expressed its excitement in having such a talented and passionate recruit on board and ready to do battle for the health of its citizens. So that's probably that Walter Mercer guy who's on the phone with me right now. If that's not the case, I'm going to be very shocked. This hallway looks inviting. Let's go this way.
Use the light to find the answers. It will tell you where to look.
Glow sticks. Find clues. You found a glow stick. Do I just get to take as many as I can? Excellent. So we're going to go this way. Going to a rave. Oh. Search containers for useful items. 1988. Concerning patient 13. Patient aged 10 months old has been readmitted by her foster parents due to odd and frightening incidents that occurred shortly after she left the hospital.
No!
What?
Careful, Sarah. The more you cut, the faster they see.
What is going on? This isn't scary, it's just weird. Oh, I noticed that after we left the very open environment, the game's frame rate actually got better. I see your game. Daylight. Oh. Well, that's whispery and horrible. I've still got a glow stick and I'm not finding any clues. Oh. Probably because I'm supposed to go this way. What? Thank you, I needed to open that slightly wider. Always good. Is this glow stick ever gonna die? Like, what's the point of me having it? Oh, there we go. Gimme. Patient 279. Patient reported seeing shadowy figures in his room at night. Staff has been advised to indulge patient in his delusions in order to avoid the aggressive behavior observed in patient 15. Patient remains in his room under mild observation. I mean, it's probably better. Like, in terms of delusions, you're not necessarily supposed to challenge them exactly. Like, you challenge them just gently. I want to go in there and get the stuff. Give me the stuff. Oh, that violin gently whining in the distance. Honey, shut up. What? Go. Go in. Go in, I want to see. I want to see what made you cry. Let's go. Ugh. Now, if this were Silent Hill, I'd be able to see all kinds of horrible things. Anyway, give me another document to read. What is with my footprints? Give me more book.
They wither in flame, Sarah. Use it to your advantage. They will not harm you if you do.
There's nothing here. That's the way I came in. Nope. Nope, y'all are gonna leave me alone. Not today, Satan. Stay away from me. Stay away.
I know you're there.
I probably used this thing way too early. Oh. Well, this is good. This is great. Good news is that noise stopped, but they're probably setting me up for a jump scare through here somewhere. Why don't these people bring any flashlights better than their cell phones? Oh, there's that noise again. I'm gonna ignore it this time. I mean, really, this thing isn't doing me any kind of harm. Yet. Yeah, you're sad. Where are we? Like, what is this place? This is starting to feel more like a miss than a hit. So the reason that Persona didn't really draw me in is because I just couldn't really get into its story. I wanted to, very much. But, maybe the way that it was introduced to me was kind of not good.
I can't go on like this.
You don't really have a choice, Sarah. Let that thing follow me in. Honey, nothing's happening to you. You're okay. Nothing is happening to you. Nothing is wrong. I haven't done anything but cry a little bit. There's nothing here. You're fine. Well, I'm probably screwed. Patient 12A, Dr. Watkins recommended removal of all possessions from patient's room as a mean of curing her fantasies. Patient became violent during extraction. She seemed particularly fixated on an old doll and cried for days after its removal. Of course it's an old doll. Why would it be literally anything else? There used to be a door here. This could be a problem. Okay. What? What is that? Come here. Oh, come on, I totally saw something. Come on, game, you could really pull me in here. Are you serious? Oh, okay. Like, just looking at this very unintuitive GUI, I think I see what I'm supposed to be doing. I have to monitor that threat level down there. And anytime that
I see it. They've revealed the sigil. Reclaim it and bring it to the gateway.
What are you talking about? Patient suffers from a hoarding problem, frequently hiding items she can get her hands on, observed clutching objects and mumbling to herself nonsense phrases described by the staff as disturbing. You work in what feels like an asylum, of course it's disturbing. Slashing herself repeatedly with a scalpel, unknown how she acquired it, which she probably stole it. While there was a lot of blood, and none of the injuries were deep or serious. They were all surface cuts, as if she was trying not to hurt herself, just make a giant mess. Me too. Hopefully he will be able to cure her of her inner demons. I'm sure he will. He's so trustworthy so far. Come here. Dr. Mercer and Nurse Foster has ordered that orderly William Farish has complained that orderly William Farish disappears for hours at a time during his shifts. Hands and his knees are dirty, as if he's been digging in the dirt. She asks about it. He seems confused and asks where he can bathe. I think he's secretly gay. And he's doing it out in the dirt. This mini-map is probably going to be useful. Not really, but I guess we'll have to find the sigil. Wherever that is. Yeah, I hear ya. There's that thing. But yeah, I just couldn't get into Persona. I think a lot of it was the, I got introduced to the anime first, which I don't think is how I'm supposed to be getting into it. I think I was supposed to probably get into the games first and then try it. But I tried to do the games as well, the Shin Megami Tensei games, and those weren't really doing it for me either, so I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to proceed with those. There's probably like some very specific order that I'm supposed to be doing everything, but I just... If the story's so impenetrable that I can't find the first loose end, so to speak, then what's the point? I say this as someone who is thoroughly invested in the Legacy of Kain series, which uses time travel in 3 out of 5 games. Nosgoth did not count, and we all know it. Like, I enjoyed Nosgoth. I enjoyed playing it, but I didn't feel like it was very, interesting. See, you're saying to look for clues, but I don't know what kind of clues you would like me to find. So I'm just gonna head back to the beginning, and we'll go from there. Also, I'm gonna replenish my glow stick supply. Thank you kindly. That was gross, though. Yeah, there's nothing here. Am I just that dim? What's going on? Maybe if I sprint, I'll get an answer here. Ugh. Okay, you keep telling me to do that while I'm in this room specifically. What's here? There's a desk here, which I already searched earlier. And there's a gurney here, which you're not letting me interact with. There's nothing here. What do you want me to find? I already went through here. Is that significant? Am I supposed to be paying attention to the moths? The door? But yeah, no, I liked what I got from Nosgoth, but I don't think it counts as part of the story. A, because it takes place in an alternate universe where Raziel's people weren't all killed. And B, it doesn't really, gel with everything else. Not that Blood Omen gelled with anything else, or Blood Omen 2. Why is it just those two that didn't really connect, I wonder? Because you have Blood Omen, which kind of set a stage, but didn't really do much else. You have Blood Omen 2, which kind of wallowed in its own, like, sick for a little bit. And then you have Soul Reaver 1 and 2 and Legacy of Kain Defiance, which was an absolute masterpiece. So it's like, where did we go? What went wrong? Gotta say, I don't think I've ever been quite this bored with a game purporting to be a survival horror. Oh, there's a basement, I see. Okay, I get you now. Let's go into the big scary basement. Oh, I love flares, thank you. It's awfully kind. Let's use one of these. Maybe they'll actually let me see the monster now. Nope, this was just a place to get flares. Oh, flare's a flare, I'm not gonna complain. I hate these sprite controls. They're just, like, if you are mapping L3 to sprint, like, you need to have a good reason. Like, everything else being taken. I think I need to find out. Oh. Okay, I was going for glow stick, but this works too. I think this is my least favorite kind of storytelling, where they just kind of throw you in and they want you to know everything off the top of their head and expect you to be drawn in by how clever they are. Like, this isn't clever. This is the equivalent of telling an inside joke to all of your friends and having one friend be out of the joke. This isn't good storytelling, it's just being rude. This is just a rude method of storytelling. I'm rating it discourteous out of 10. I've been in here. There's nothing in here either. Like, where do you want me to go? Strange voice on the phone. Like, can you give me a waypoint? Something? Been in there. I've been through here. This is here. That's there. Yeah, there is nothing here. This is really disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Because I wanted this to be interesting, and it's not by any means. It's just impenetrable and confusing. I'm gonna give everything one last pass, and then I'm gonna call it even, to be honest. Giving it what my boss calls the old college try. Okay, so I've been through all of these places. I don't know where they want me to go. But we will press valiantly on. Okay. This is where I picked up the note about the doll, and how I'm supposed to get the doll. I understand that. If I could find a place that would say, like, hey, we took the doll down to the basement and stashed it behind the flares, that would make some sense, and I could work with that. Yep, and then there's this spot here, which is also a whole lot of nothing. Like, I am literally looking over everything. You cannot tell me I'm not at least trying. Yep, and we're gonna run all the way to the end of the hall, because I think I already explored all of these rooms. Room 1, room 2, and room 3. Yep. All opened, all explored. You've got this classy little lounge area, and then you've got all of this over here. Is there like another floor that I'm missing? Is there a note somewhere that I didn't pick up? The doctor told me to go back to the sigil, but he didn't really tell me anything about where the sigil is or why I should mind it. We're just gonna keep lighting up these flares. Oh, finally. A door that I haven't opened. Maybe now I will find the answers. Oh, come on, don't waste your flare. Oh, just joking, dead end. Okay. Thought we were gonna have some fun. Turns out, no. What? Okay. You just gave me a scare cord and... So, I'll just wander through this hallway, I guess. Even though I think I've already wandered through this hallway. See, people always tell me, you should try new things. You might find new things that you like, and this is why I don't try games that I'm not already established as being addicted to, is because this boredom nonsense happens. Yes, you've told me that a million times. There are no clues here. There are none. I'm not finding a single clue. Okay, well, I'm gonna load up on glow sticks, and I'm going to go back and sit down from whence I came. And that's probably going to be the sole amount of daylight that I ever play. It is rated discourteous out of 10, and I did not enjoy it. Thanks very much. I will see you guys the next time, when hopefully I'll be playing a game that's a little bit more engaging and open to audiences being in on their jokes. Thanks. See you later. Bye.